Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a video today about a recent game hunt I went on. It was back at the beginning of January. Had a day to myself, no kids, no missus. So I took the opportunity to go up to one of the local towns and just go absolutely mad. I got a total of 18 games. I can't remember exactly what it was that I spent overall because there was a lot of like trading into CEX and using a voucher and stuff like that. So it becomes very muddled for me. But essentially, it was quite a bit of money, but out of pocket, it wasn't that bad for what I got. So let's just jump straight into it, and we'll start with the PS2 games I got. I only got three, but I got them for £1 each, and this was from Cash Converters. And the first one of those is Chronicles of Narnia. Now, I know this one is nothing special. I know it's not worth a lot, but it is one that I remember playing as a kid, and I do remember enjoying. I don't know if that would be the same going back to it now, whether I would. It is complete with a manual, is in good condition, but it smells, it has a very musky smoke smell. The manual especially, and it's a shame. So if you know a way to get rid of that, please let me know. There are a couple of games I've had in the past, and I've tried different ways of getting rid of it, like spraying them with air freshener and stuff like that. Never really seems to work. It's just proper musky, isn't it, that smoke? But yeah, £1. The second one I got, one I'd actually never heard of, so I thought I'd take a chance on it. Thought it might be worth a little bit, and that is Project Eden. Unfortunately, it's not worth a lot. Did come complete with manual though. And another thing that interested me about on the back, it says it's brought by the team who did the original Tomb Raider, and it's an action adventure game with 3D cooperative team play in true real time, whatever that means. Looks interesting. Don't know if you'll see much of the pictures on the back, but yeah, cool little pickup. Game I've never played, never heard of. Thought I'd take a chance on it. Haven't actually played it yet, but seems cool. And then this one does fill me with quite a bit of nostalgia. My mum used to absolutely love these games on the PS2 and original Xbox. They are the Medal of Honor. This one's Rising Sun. I can't remember if this is the one where you start in Pearl Harbor. I think it is. Yeah, it is, yeah. Absolutely amazing game. This is the one I remember the most. So I'm very happy to have added this to the collection. Complete with manual, and it even has some of the original advertising bits, like this booklet. And I just love looking through these. It takes me back to looking through booklets like this all the time, and just seeing the cool games that are out or coming out soon. Absolutely love getting stuff like that in games when I buy them. So very happy to have bought that. And for £1, I think CX sell that for like 3 or 4, 5 maybe. So for £1, definitely can't go wrong with that. So there are 3 PS2 games I got. Surprisingly, I did get some PSP games, some pretty decent ones as well. The first one of those being Loco Roco 2. Now, I never played the second one, did play the first one. They're just kind of like fun, puzzly, kind of like side-scroller type games. But just something very different. And obviously I think they might be on the PlayStation Extra or something like that now. But they are obviously exclusive to the PSP, usually. So interested to play this at some point. I don't tend to buy too many PSP games nowadays. The second one I did pick up, and well, the last one I did pick up was Jak and Daxter: Lost Frontier. I'm not sure if this did come out on PS2s as well. Complete with manual. Both the UMDs, the disc inside is in good condition. The plastic has very light scratching on, so really good condition on those as well. To add, them 2 PSP games to the collection, can't go wrong. I think I paid £3 for that one, £4 for that one, but £7 all in all. I think they're worth a little bit more than that CX, but for trade, not a lot. You know, PSP you don't get a lot for, unfortunately. Same with PS2. Do you want to do PS3 or PS4? We'll do PS3. We'll just go up in order. I've got 6 PS3 games. Some varying from, you know, top end games that I wanted in the collection for a very long time, and quite expensive, to cheaper games like CSI, Fatal Conspiracy. I remember again playing a CSI game. I think it was on the original Xbox with my mum. She used to love CSI. Complete with manual. Only issue with this, I didn't notice it when I bought it. The cover art, unfortunately, has a little tear, but it's not that big of a deal. It's only a cheap game. I paid £2 for that. I think it's worth a little bit more at CX as well. So, as I mentioned in the game room tour, if you did see that, as long as I get it cheaper than CX's price, if I can get it around CX's trade price, I feel like I've come out ahead. I'm a winner, essentially. And it's a weird way to look at it, but that's where my mind works. You know, if I can get it for cheaper than what I could at CEX, you know, that's all good in my book. Second PS3 I pick up of the day. This one was £5, but I think I could have traded it straight in, gone to the local CX from there, traded it straight in for more. That is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Again, as with all the games I tend to buy, complete with the manual. One of the reasons I do enjoy collecting for the PS3 is that you never really have to worry about the discs being in bad condition. There's a few light scratches on that, I don't know if you can see, more finger marks than anything that needs a clean, to be fair. But £5, I think I could have traded it in for 7 or 8 when I did this one. I think it's come down again now, but again, beat CX's price. Only issue with this one is it was one of the earlier PS3 releases, so it doesn't have trophy support, which all of these games down here, they are all PS3 games that don't have trophy support. I like to keep them separate, so if I'm looking for a game to play and not have to worry about trophies, I know where to go. And if I want to play a game with trophies, they're all separate. Again, just the way my mind works, the way I wanted to organise my collection. The third PS3 game I got that day, and I think this one was £5 as well. Yep. Sonic Generations. Again, good price for that. I think it usually goes between 8 and 10 at CX. It's up and down all the time. Complete with manual. I think this was so cheap because the case it came in was battered. But the joy of always buying extra games, you get extra cases, and I just did a case swap. Cover art is in great condition. You know, there's a little dent at the top, but that's nothing to worry about. But everything is in good condition. Manual is great. Disc is, just pop that out. Yeah, perfectly fine. Couple of smudges around the middle, but they're just smudges, they're not scratches. So again, for £5, I'll definitely take that any day. The next 3 are from CX themselves, so these are just the going rate. First one being the last Lord of the Rings game I needed for the PS3, I think. So I think that's that subset completed. Complete with manual. I think all of these are, to be honest. The ones that should come with manuals anyway. I was interested to play this game, but I've looked at the back, and I mean, just look at what they did to Aragorn. Like, Gandalf looks like Gandalf. That is not Aragorn. I don't know who that is, but it is not him. But £4, why not? This next one is a bit of a heavy hitter on the PlayStation 3. £18 this costs at CX, or it did at the time. Again, it might have gone up or down. Since then, it's been about a month, and that is Spec Ops: The Line. Never actually played it, heard nothing but amazing things about it. I know there's some kind of twist. I think it was sports to me years and years ago. I can't remember what the twist was now. So I am excited to at some point play that. Would like to go for the platinum, but we'll see. I know you've got to play it on the hardest difficulty, so we'll see how we get on. Complete with manual, of course. Wouldn't have got it for that price without that, really. But yeah, definitely excited to give that a go at some point. And the last game on the PS3, the most expensive game I bought that day, I think. But this was through trade voucher. It is £32 for the God of War collection 1 and 2. Never played them, either of them. Of course, completely manual. But yeah, I've never played either 1 or 2. I played 3. I played 2018 remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it, and Ragnarok. Absolutely love all 3 of them. And another game I do love on the PS3 that I have platinumed, Dante's Inferno. Absolutely amazing game. Love this to bits. I remember playing it back in the day and just loving every minute of it. And I went back, played it again recently. Loved it again. So if you've never played that and you love God of War, give that a go for sure. That's actually creeping up in price now. I think that was up to £10 at some point. But yeah, happy to add that to the collection. Probably wouldn't have got it if I didn't use vouchers, because £32 is a lot for what are essentially just HD remasters of PS2 games. But there's still no other way to get them. I can't believe they haven't done a full collection of like 1, 2, and 3 with Ghost of Sparta and Ascension on the PS5 or PS4. It's a bit surprising. It seems like a easy way for them to just print free money, but yeah, I guess they know what they're doing, and I don't get paid the big bucks to make them decisions. So that was the end of the PS3 games. We'll move now on to the, how many did I get? 1, 2, 7 PS4 games I got. And we're starting off with a bit of a dud, but it was £3.50, and for that price, you know, it's hard to turn down games. Maybe I should have turned this one down. Kickstart. I don't know. I like Minecraft games. I don't really like Ark, Survival Evolved, or whatever it was called. But it looks very much like a Minecraft kind of, you know, build a base. Looks like if Minecraft and Ark had a baby. A weird, oh no, baby. That just didn't perform well. But yeah, £3.50. Don't know if I'll ever get around to playing it. But I do like chill games like that, if it is Minecraft style. Next one was £5. This is kind of one of them games that people see as a bit of a hidden gem, or like an underrated game, and that is Extinction. I remember this coming out and looking at it. It came out when I still worked at Game, and I did put a copy of it aside to buy, and just never got around to it. Ended up putting it back, and yeah, I mean, for a £5, can't complain for a PS4 game really, especially one that looks quite fun. So I do want to give that a go at some point in the near future. But it's finding the time for me nowadays, just to play games. You know, I've got two little boys, nightmares. Love them to bits, but just little devils. And it's just finding the time between that and work, and trying to spend time with the missus. It's, you know, it's life, isn't it? But next game I got, and it's one I don't know if you would have paid close enough attention in the tour, but you would have noticed that most of the games I've got on PS3 I won't have a copy of on PS4, or vice versa. So if a game has a version on the PS4, I'll buy that and I'll get rid of my PS3 version, mainly because of space. You know, I've not double dipped on games and I'm still struggling for space. So imagine if I had a copy of a game on a PS3 and a PS4 and a PS2 or whatever else it come out on, you know, it's just, it gets ridiculous. So keep my collection maintained and, you know, keep enough space to add more, I've had to do that. But for this game, Dishonored 1, the definitive edition, I felt like I was looking for this for ages, despite it being so cheap. CEX, obviously PS4, no manual. For Dishonored, I think I paid £6, which is about the going rate for it. That's what I mean, for a game that was so cheap, I felt like I was looking for that for absolutely ages. Another one that's quite cheap, I think this was £4. That's Saints Row 4. It's the one with Get Out of Hell, but that was on a piece of paper, which, as you can see, is not there. Even if it was, it probably would have been used anyway. But I have a copy of Get Out of Hell anyway. I think they gave it away free at some point on PlayStation Plus. So I already have that, that's fine. That's not an issue. But it was a similar thing with these. I had Saints Row 3 and 4 on PS3. And recently I've got both of them on PS4 instead. So I think they're only worth 10p on the PS3 to trade into CX. So I've kept the games. I use them to like buff out the back of these so that they're forward facing, and just case swap them because they're in pretty good cases. Next game, we've got Darksiders 2, another one that I could have had a copy of on PS3, but I was waiting to get a copy of it on PS4. No manual again. And the case for this one is a bit scuffed. But similar with Dishonored, I feel like I've been looking for this, and I still don't have the first one, War Mastered Edition. This is obviously the Definitive Edition. Remember playing these back on the 360 as well. Amazing games. Would like to jump back into them at some point, but I'll wait till I get the first one and then I'll start the series fresh. But that will also complete my Darksiders subset when I get the first one, because then I'll have 1, 2, 3 and Genesis, and I think that's all of the Darksiders games there are. Probably will ever be, because 3 flopped really bad. Next PS4 game, this is brand new, got from Smiths. I think it was on sale for £20, and I just thought I'll pull the trigger, I'll get it. Can't see it going much cheaper than that, and collections like this tend to rebound and stay expensive, as is the way with a lot of the HD remastered collections or trilogies on the PS3. But yeah, Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3 have nostalgia of, I think it's 2, being in the manor at the beginning of the game, just swinging around. I'm actually sure if it's 2, it's one of them. But yeah, absolutely love the Tomb Raiders games. Still do have the full collection on the PS4 of the reboot trilogy. But yeah, happy to add that to the collection. Again, like with all of these, want to play them one day when I have a bit more time. This was another one I bought brand new, Red Dead Redemption on the PS4. Another game I was waiting to get for quite a while, but I wanted it to drop down in price. Never went below 20. So I saw it get to 22 again after Christmas, and I just thought, I'm just going to pull the trigger, get it. You know, it's cheap enough that I'm happy to get it, and it's the best version of the game now. You'll notice with these ones, there's a manual. There shouldn't have been, and that's why this game is open, because that's how it came, which is a shame. But I had a copy of this on PS3 which had the manual and the map, and I thought, I'm trading that into CX anyway. They do not care about having the manual in the box, so why would I give them something they don't care about when I could just add it to this? Makes that look so much better, and it's just a more interesting thing to have in the collection. So yeah, added that to the collection. That is all of them. So all in all, that's 18 games across the PSP, PS2, PS3, PS4, and that is what that stack looks like. So yeah, that was a really good game hunt I did right at the start of the year. Nice way to start the year off. and it was just nice to have a day to myself, which I rarely get nowadays, to just spend some time doing what I love and enjoy. Being able to take my time looking around and getting some really good games in the process. So yeah, if you like the video, please leave a like, leave a comment below saying what you think the best pickup was of the day. And if you like this style of video and want to see more, let me know that as well. But thank you for watching if you've got to this point, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. See ya.